have for later, Jonah. Okay. Ratios and proportions. Woo! Okay. Can I? No. Can I choose? What? No, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, listen. What is a ratio? It's just when you compare two numbers. Okay? It's okay. It's like a fraction. Okay? But we're just, if you have one of these lovely calculators, they do all the work for you. They reduce the fraction and everything. Okay, well then we will work on that. So how can you have a ratio? You can have it as a fraction. So like here. Have we seen it with the colon, like A to B? No. Okay, well, now you have. Or you can literally write it out in words. So what are we going to mostly use? We're mostly going to use the fraction, okay? So we'll just jump right into simplifying. Okay, simplifying each ratio. So we want to change the numerator and denominator so that they have the same units. Now, if you don't know how many are in what, I can tell you. If they're the same, we don't have to do anything. So take, for example, the first one. It says 60 centimeters to 200 centimeters. Yeah, and so again, if you have the graphing calculators, right, I can literally just put in 60 divided by 200. And it's going to reduce it for me. It's going to leave it in 3/10. Again, it was centimeters on the top and the bottom. I didn't really bother writing them because when the units are the same, they're just going to cross out. So now let's look at B. I have 3 feet and 18 inches. They are not the same. So let's think about how many, it's easier to change the feet to inches. How many inches are in 1 foot? 12. So I'm going to multiply. So I'm going to make this 12 inches over 1 foot. Those of you don't know that. Okay, so I would tell you that. Why did we put 12 inches over 1 foot? To cross it out. So some of you, anybody taking chemistry where you have to like convert units? Yeah. So I need to think about what's equivalent here. 1 foot in 12 inches. And then we can kind of cross cancel here, feet and inches. And then I'm going to multiply 3 times 12 is 36. 18 times 1 is 18. Now, it does go in evenly, but I want to leave this as a ratio. So I'm going to leave this as 2 to 1. Well, because 18 goes into 36 twice. So if I ask you to simplify a ratio and it comes out to a whole number, just put it over 1.
Would you give the 12 inches in 1 foot?
Yeah. I could give you that.
Would you convert this
to what? Oh, yeah. Okay, so years and months. Always take, there's 12 months in a year. So I'm going to multiply the top by 12 months, the bottom by 1 year. Because
is the whole point to make it nothing?
Yeah. Okay, so the whole point is to get all the units to cancel.
Basically, so 12 months equals a year.
12 months is equal to 1 year. So I'm going to cancel out years. I'm going to cancel out months. So I get 24 over 8. Jonah, you said 3 over 1. Okay, yards and feet. Okay, how many feet? A yard is like about a meter. How many feet are in that 1 yard? Anybody know?
I think it's like 1.7.
3. So 3 feet is equivalent to 1 yard. So again, I'm going to be, when we get to the homework, I can tell you what the units are. Now we're going to multiply 2 times 3 on the top is 6. 16 times 1 on the bottom is 16. Okay, I can divide. So we could either do this by hand or you can just plug it in your calculator. But I can divide the top and the bottom both by
3/8.
2, so 3/8. All right. Okay, next we have a diagram. It's a number line or a segment. So AB, the ratio of AB to BC is 4:1. And I know the whole thing is AC. I want to find AB and BC. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the 4:1. I'm going to make AB, the 4x, and I'm going to make BC 1x. Okay, so I'm going to introduce a variable so that it's basically the same numbers, but with an x. You can use any letter. So think of like AB matches with the 4, BC matches with 1. So, but I'm going to just put an x with each of these. You want to hit the lights or you? Oh, you're fine being in the dark?
It's actually nice.
Okay. Now, we did something called segment addition before. We're going to add these two together. So I have 4x plus 1x. How
Why
much
would
does
you
that?
do
Well, because I need to figure out the length of both parts, and I'll have to record. Okay. Or you can come to bonus 2 tomorrow. Okay, what does this all equal?
30.
30. So I have 5x equals 30. I can divide both sides by 5, and we get. Okay, so I want to find AB, and I want to find BC.
So 24 is AB.
Yeah, so just plug it back in. So 4 times 6 is 24.
BC is 6.
BC is just 6. And then just double check. Do these two add up to 30? Check. If I did the ratio of 24/6, would that be the same ratio as 4:1? Check. So you can also like double check to make sure everything works out. Avery, question.
Wait, how do we get the last part again?
Oh, plug it back in.
How do we tell when it's like 4:1?
Oh, 24/6 is the same as 4:1.
Because 6 goes into 24.
Let's try another one that's just like this.
Wait, BC was 6?
BC was 6. Okay. Diagram FG to GH is a ratio of 4:3. So how am I going to label FG? 4x. And GH is going to be 3x. So again, the first one goes with the 4, the second one goes with the 3. We tack on that variable, and then we're going to add these. And what does 4x plus 3x have to equal? Equals 56. Good, 8. Okay, now I want to go back and find FG, 32, and GH, 24. Okay, again, we can check to make sure the numbers make sense. If we add these two together, does that equal 56? Yes. If I do the ratio of 32/24, would that be 4:3? Again, you could just plug it into your calculator. You could do 32 divided by 24. I get 4:3. Okay. Any questions on those? Yeah, it's going to be on that and one more thing. Perimeter. Okay. Oh, Jonah, don't give me that. Okay, perimeter. What does L stand for? Length. That's a cursive L. Length.
Oh, length is width.
And, well, not. Okay, how many lengths do we have in a rectangle? 2. And how many widths? So we have 2L plus 2W. Does that formula look familiar?
Yes.
No.
Very familiar.
Okay, if it doesn't look familiar, here it is. Usually, you probably saw this in like middle school, but not even algebra 1 or you didn't do any of these. 2L plus 2W. Okay. All right. So here we have a rectangle. The perimeter of this rectangle is 80 feet. Okay,
That's the
so
whole thing, right?
P, whoops.
It's like the whole thing, right?
Yeah, the whole thing. P equals 80 feet. Now, the next part says the ratio of the length to the width is 7 to 3. What do you think? So here's
Maybe one.
the length, here's the width. Remember what we did on the previous page?
7x and 3x.
We're going to make one of them 7x, one of them 3x. Which one are we going to make 7x? Okay, it says length to the width. So length is going to be 7x. And width is going to be 3x. So you see the length to the width.
Oh, we know what the entire.
And then
Ah,
7x
okay.
Would it be 7x plus 3x
So-
times 2? 7x plus 3x equals 80? No, because you have to do
Okay, hold on.
7x
Don't
plus
forget,
3x.
we gotta
You have to
multiply.
each.
So 2 times L. So 2 times 7x
And then-
plus 2 times 3x. That whole thing has to be equal to 80. Let me pause there. So 2 times the length.
So 14x plus 6x equals
Good, good,
80.
good. Any questions on the setup? We good with that? Okay, so we get 14x
I said x equals 4.
and 6x. Okay, hold on. 20x equals 80. What do we think? X equals 4. Okay, now,
Why do we have to do X?
well, because I have to figure out what is the multiple that we would have to like, you remember like multiples, like 7, like if I were to count by threes, it would be 3, 6, 9, 12. So both of these have a common multiple. What is that multiple? That's the value of x. And then why do we call it a multiple? Because in the end we multiply it. Because I want to find out what is my length and what is my width. So 7x, if x is 4, I get 28. And that's going to be 28 feet. 12, yeah, so 12 feet. Yeah, but include units for these. With the ones above, we didn't have to really worry about it. Good. Let's do another example, and then I think the next page is just proportions. Okay, ratio of the length to the width.
Are the proportions hard?
No.
Easier than this, or?
So, well, when we solve proportions, we don't have to worry about how to set it up, right? It's easier in that sense. So length to the width is 4x
3x.
to 3x. So I have 2 times 4x plus 2 times 3x equals 84. Good. Okay, let's go ahead and solve for x. Remember, x is what we call the multiple. Did we get it already?
I did.
You worked ahead. 8x plus 6x is 84.
14x.
14x equals 84.
X equals 6. And then you just times that.
Yeah, I think you have one similar to this on the homework. X equals 6.
Just play everything.
So length will be
24 feet.
24 feet.
And width would be 18 feet.
Good. Okay, good. Questions? Well, the last page is just going to be cross multiplying. Okay, this whole chapter is going to be on proportions. Don't look concerned. Okay, how do we solve a proportion? We do cross multiplication, which means we're going to multiply diagonally. Does that sound familiar?
So 5 times 6 and 3 5.
Yeah. Does it matter which one we put on which side? So let's see. I'm going to multiply 5 times 6. Bring down the equal sign. And then I'm going to multiply 3 times y plus 2. Again, this should be a review from algebra, but if it doesn't
Oh, I
look
see. So-
familiar.
So then it would just be like.
Yeah, what do we have to, on the left side we'll get 30.
Equals 3y plus 6.
Good, don't forget to distribute. So then we'll subtract 6.
24.
Good, 24 equals 3y.
And y equals 8.
Perfect. Okay, next one. Let's see, we have 10 times m plus 2. And then over here we have 5 times 14.
Wait, I did 5 times 14. Or 5 times 14.
Did you put 5 times 14 up here? That's fine. So it doesn't matter which side you put. So here we get 10m plus 20. 5 times 14, 70, good.
M equals
50, m equals 5, good. Are we good here?
yes.
All right, we got last two. Should I pause it? Oh, did you want to try them first?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let me give you a chance to try these, and then.
Are we gonna get ones with multiple variables?
No. Wait, when you say multiple variables, do you mean
Two
like.
different variables.
Oh, no, not with proportions. Looks like the last one gives us a fraction.
No.
No, you didn't get a fraction?
No, I don't.
Oh, no, but you don't have to do anything. There's, like, you just leave
Oh,
it.
I got negative 20. I think I did something wrong.
No. C is negative 24. But what's
Oh.
T?
Oh.
Sorry, I said the last one was
Wait. Wow, what'd you get for C?
a negative 24.
What did I do wrong?
Uh-oh.
I got 0.
0?